Hello, this is Nikki Zick from Nikki Zick Paints. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a mixed media hydrangea flower artwork. As you see here, I use watercolors and water-soluble colored pencils to give definition in my hydrangea blossoms and in my leaves. Then I finished off with the border and splatter paint. So let's get started and do this today. So we'll prop it up with our rocks for reference, and we're going to get started. I have a watercolor pad, not a block, so we're not doing a full bleed, so we don't have to worry about warping. So right now I have an inexpensive set of watercolor paints that I purchased at Michael's. One day I was shopping for acrylic paints, and I happened to see this bright colored, cheap, inexpensive watercolor set, and I said, let me grab that for days that I don't want to mix colors and I just want to have fun. And then this painting came along. So right now we're going to use a large round brush, and we're going to do dabs of aqua first in our clusters of flowers. And just dab. Let me make my paint a little thick. The only thing with inexpensive paints, you need to make them very thick to get the true color. And then once you make them thick, the pan runs out very quickly. So right now we're just making a ball of hydrangea flowers. We're going to make a cluster here, a cluster at the top, and you can overlap them. There's no wrong or right way because we're going to be going over it with the purple and with the colored pencil, so there'll be no way that there's a mistake. You're supposed to have fun with this artwork. We'll put one at the bottom, and it's just a very dabbing motion of colors of the aqua. And then we'll dab with the purple. Okay. Now we're going to go in with the purple, even though this is still wet. I don't use a hair dryer like some people on some of the stations that do hair dryer method, but I like the wet on wet technique. And here we go. So we're going to dab some purple right on top of our aqua. You can let it all blend and bleed. You could put some solid purple on the edge, on the bottom. Now we're going to go in with our purple pencil that's water soluble. I'm going to use it on the side, start in the center, and I'm going to start with a 4-petal flower on the center, and then I'm just going to go out with squiggly lines that indicate the little flower clusters that form a hydrangea ball blossom flower in your garden. I had some this summer, and I really loved to watch them grow. I had 2 different colors, pink and purple, and they were grown from the same bush, so that was quite odd. Okay, that one's finished. Now we're going to move up to the top and add our purple. Make sure we have enough purple in here to add our... This one has... Actually, let me go in here and remove some of this paint before it runs down our page. Okay, no worries there. Back with our purple. So you can always remove, that's the pleasure with watercolor. You can always put down and lift up, even if it's dry, you can lift with water. It's one of my favorite mediums. Get your point across quickly, although I do like acrylic paints as well, and I will be doing some of those on my channel shortly. Okay, now we're ready with the pencil again on the side. Do a center flower of 4 clusters, and then just go around with squiggly lines. And as you see, your your pencil is acting like a paintbrush, and in the wet areas, it's just gliding. With the brush, the pencil, I keep calling it a brush. Again, I'm painting early in the morning while everyone is sleeping, so it's a little quiet over here. You sharpen the pencil, break up the quietness. I think we have technical difficulties. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, semi-live, videotaping with the pencil that got stuck in the pencil sharpener. Okay, we're back though, and we're ready to paint and continue our hydrangea flower blossom painting. I'm going to add purple now to our bottom cluster, getting the paint thick and getting enough paint to finish up this area. So add some purple, dabs of color here and there. Okay, now we'll go in with our colored pencil that I sharpened. What happened was the tip got stuck, I don't know, inside there and broke off. So I had to clean it out. But no worries, we're back to colored pencils. So once again, start with a 4-flower cluster in the middle and then branch out. I like the pencil on the side. I figure it has more coverage that way. Okay, once again, it's puddling at the bottom of the flower, so you can use that as your advantage to branch the flower out, like I am over here, just puddling up there. Okay, and that's it for that flower. Let's get rid of some of this puddling, because I have a feeling it's going to cause us some headaches later on. The puddling is gone. Okay, now we're going to we'll put our purple pencil back, and now we're going to go into the greenery. First, we're going to start. I have a medium-sized round brush. I want to go in. I mixed some green already pre-mixed, but we'll see. We might as well go with the palette because it is bright and the rest of the painting is bright. So we're going to come down, not too much paint on the brush right now for stems, and we'll come down and we'll do an arch here. A little more paint. See, like I said, it's very watery unless you get it to the thick consistency. Okay, we'll try it again. Down, nope. Okay, we'll try this one. It'll get darker with our colored pencil. This stem goes down over here, and then we have one here. Okay, let me work on this green. Might have to add some brown to it to give it a little darkness, because this green is too light. Okay, let's add a leaf. It's a better green. Go down. I added some brown, which will make it more dusty. We'll add the leaf up here. It's okay that I'm adding my leaves because I'll let them dry a bit before adding the pencil. Add a leaf over here. Okay, the leaf down here. Okay. Listening to some nice classical music this morning. I like the early morning. I paint quite often in the morning. That's why I might sound a little groggy, but this is my creative time. While everyone's sleeping, and it's just peaceful, and me and the camera. Okay, go up with our stems a little. Okay, now we're going to add our dark green colored pencil lines with our water-soluble colored pencil. I'm going to go up. First, I'm going to do our stems. Again, I'm holding the pencil on the side. The stems were light for me, so I'd like to darken them a bit. And then we'll do our leaves. I'll do squiggle on the edge. And then down the center. Squiggle on the edge. Then down the center. Squiggle on the edge. Down the center. This one's a little darker. And then the one on the top. You can add some veins, more details. if you want. Okay, that's for the green pencil. Now we're going to go into the outer border. We're using a medium-sized brush with the aqua paint. Make sure your paint is a nice creamy consistency because we want the border to be mostly opaque. Okay, we're going to go start in the top left and head to the right. Start a 1/4 inch from the top and drag your brush across. Then come down. If it runs into a flower, you could stop like this leaf. And then I'm going to keep going down. Go across the bottom. And your line can be wavy as mine is. Doesn't have to be a straight line. The wavier it is, the more interest and personality the artwork has. Okay, it's coming along. Now we're going to add my favorite part, the splatter. And you need your paint to be a nice liquidy consistency. And I like it a little bit more creamy so that way it's more opaque. So right now I'm getting my purple ready. And we'll do the purple first and then we'll do the aqua. Okay, I have my medium brush. You load it well and tap. Tap low. The higher you tap, the smaller, the larger your drops are. The smaller, closer you tap, the smaller. So higher, bigger splatters, lower, smaller splatters. Okay, now we're going into the aqua. And add splatters of aqua. Some small ones here and there. Some large ones up on the top. You could try to get it in the negative areas as best as you can. And then there it is, our final hydrangea painting done with colored pencils that are water soluble, watercolors, and that's how we have our finished artwork. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe. Have a great day, and I'll see you once again. Bye-bye.